This is a transmission from the archives.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the archives. And with only 1 week left of Ahsoka, this episode is going to be the launch pad for something big. I can just feel it right now. So without further ado, let's get into it. This is a Master Archivist analysis. I'm your host, of course, Tima, the Master Archivist, and we're going to open up this episode where we're on Coruscant. We're in the courtroom. Hera and Chopper are brought in due to obviously going against strict orders not to engage in the search for Ahsoka and Sabine. Senator Ziono tries to court-martial Harrison Dula for going against, of course, New Republic orders, essentially going AWOL in her time as general here and strip her of her rank. And that is pretty much going in that direction until we get one golden man who enters the courtroom, a returning C-3PO, which to me was like the most surprising cameo of the entire series. He basically comes in, he has a message from Leia Organa saying the mission was approved to continue engaging in the search for Thrawn and Ezra and Sabine and everyone. And which I like Senator Ziono. Just want to shut it down instantly. Didn't have it, like I said, I've been saying it for weeks now. I'm going Imperial Spy or someone, with their roots in the First Order here. And you know what? It's nice to see Anthony Daniels also still paying the bills, so it was good to see him return there. And then that brings us actually to Ahsoka on her way to Peridia. She's actually training with the pre-recorded messages that Anakin gave her, assuming, of course, during the Clone Wars to kind of help guide her through her time as a Padawan. And I really like, you get to see the training in his, really stressing. You would see Dooku, Grievous, even Ventress on the battlefield and kind of prepped for it. And I like really at the end she kind of goes, he was a good master. And it just feels like we're really obviously harking on the return of Anakin Skywalker in the World Between Worlds. And I like that, this series itself has just been Ahsoka really coming to terms with her past and going forward from there. And it's always good. I didn't expect to see Hayden Christensen again. That's 3 episodes we've got with him in it. That was pretty much going on until they entered the atmosphere of Peridia into a minefield, which, as we can assume, is set up by the Great Mothers per Thrawn's orders, and completely wiping out the Purrgil. Like, they just went head first into it, causing Ahsoka to kind of split and remain hidden, because they also sent in reinforcements as well to kill as many Purrgil as possible and try to kill Ahsoka. They are able to evade them, and she actually reaches out on the Force to try to connect with Sabine. Successfully, she does. So it's, of course, we're always moving towards this Sabine is Force sensitive, obviously controversial topic for a lot of people. I like the idea she's being trained, properly, and this kind of just shows she's tapping into that side a little bit more. And that catches us, of course, up to Sabine and Ezra, who are helping the Noti actually move their tribe along. And that is, of course, until Shin and Baylan, along with the Noti Raiders that we saw from the last episode, are there, of course, to intercept. And the craziest thing was when Baylan explains to Shin that their paths are separating. He's like, go get your place in the Empire. And she's like, I gotta fight them like 2-on-1. And he's like, that's how it goes. And he just goes and he just sees that happen. And look, we still don't know Baylan's motives. I'm very excited to see if there's a progression for it. If this is where we have Ray Stevenson's character kind of part, I can't say be a bad one, because I kind of like that mystery. If he's kind of wandering Peridia in this other galaxy in search of whatever power it is he's looking for, whatever calls to him. But of course, we do see Ezra not take his lightsaber back and just use his force powers, which, if anyone's seen Matrix Resurrected, it was literally what they did with Neo in Matrix Resurrected. I'll put up a video of what I think it would look like if Ezra was in Matrix Resurrected. But I just thought that was kind of cool, to also see someone take on hand-to-hand combat or hands a lightsaber supposedly against Shin. I thought that was a fun little thing there. And everything pretty much goes well. I mean, Ahsoka ends up intervening against Baylan. We get part 2 of their fight, and I was so excited for it. And Ahsoka just had bigger plans. Hu Yang ends up coming in and shooting some what looked like rockets at Baylan, which did not hit him at all. Just enough to, I guess, cause that separation so Ahsoka could meet up with Ezra and Sabine. And Baylan doesn't even engage, so yet again, still an air of mystery around him. And that pretty much brings us to, more Night Troopers were called in. This whole episode was just basically one big battle, just the Battle of Peridia, we'll call it. But the Night Troopers come in, of course, disposed by our heroes very quickly, especially with Ahsoka entering as well. But my favorite thing was this, it was just so eerie feeling, and I really liked it when the alarm started going off that the Chimera was pretty much ready to engage into hyperspace, and the sheer look of terror across Shin's face, or this level of confusion. And the night troopers are running away, they're fleeing. And it was cool because it came in like LAATLEs. They're all fleeing. And I like that Ahsoka kind of gives her the chance. Like, you don't have to run, you could join us. And it seems like there's this level of confusion with Shin. I feel like she's looking for her place in all of this. She just ends up running back with the night troopers. So I don't know. I mean, the way I'm seeing it, Ahsoka is probably going to use her ability with the Purgles, and Ezra has, of course, the same ability to connect to the Purgle. That's probably how they're gonna get back. But it's something about this, like, this scared feeling of just, if you don't leave now, you're stuck here. That's it. Like, there's no going. And yet again, whatever's going on Balin, I don't know, but like, it's just this general fear, watching the episode, and I'm like, oh my God, there's like no time. But apparently, didn't bother our heroes because we get a nice regroup from them, and they share a good hearty laugh after this big battle. And I'm assuming this is just, like I said, the launch pad. We're gonna get something big this coming week, and I am so excited for it. I don't know if Thrawn's probably not gonna be taken down. It's probably it's gonna continue on into a bigger story. But overall, very excited. Phenomenal episode. Check out the watch along if you want to see some like real time commentary and talking to chat. You can check me out on Twitch. You can actually see me doing the live reactions. But with that being said, this has been a transmission from the archives. Like I said, check out the Twitch if you want to see me do some stuff live. Of course, we're doing Star Wars stuff for Halloween. We're doing tons of different horror games pretty much until next week. I hope everyone enjoys these episodes of Ahsoka. There's a lot to uncover. There's a lot to talk about. So leave down in the comments what your favorite part is. If I missed anything. It felt like a pretty short episode, pretty straightforward. Just like I said, it felt more just one big battle. Anything you guys think I missed? Let's talk about it down in the comments. And with that being said, thank you so much. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. Leave a like. Sub to the channel if you really enjoy it. And until next week, thank you for joining me for another transmission here from the archives. And may the force be with you.